Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Arkham Horror, the card game, The Path of Carcosa, and now we're going to be doing Scenario 3, Echoes of the Past. Your head throbs with a dull ache as you drive through the rainy streets of Arkham toward your next destination. The threat of the stranger looms in your mind, and you find yourself glancing often at your rearview mirror, expecting to see the expressionless visage of his mask haunting you. Instead, you see nothing but the misty, starless night and the deserted road behind you. Your thoughts once again wander, as they have often in the past few hours, to the King of Yellow and to the city of Carcosa and its inhabitants. What was the message hidden inside the awful play, or that awful play? The meaning within its madness. A lone detail worms its way to the forefront of your thoughts, one made apparent by the discussions you'd overheard at Mrs. Dumain's estate. That tonight's performance of the King in Yellow was not the first Arkham had seen of the foul play. There had been at least one other performance directed by the same man, Nigel Ingram. There's one place in Arkham where records are often kept of important events occurring within the city, the Historical Society's Manor House in Southside. And if there are any records of the previous show of the King in Yellow, the Historical Society may have held onto them. Perhaps there you will find answers to the questions that burn in your mind. Check campaign log. If Sebastian Moreau is listed as a VIP interviewed, I believe he is. Yes, he is. We got everyone except what? Yeah, we got everyone but Jordan. Alright, you recall what Sebastian told you during the dinner party. The King in Yellow had come in Arkham several decades ago, long before the Ward Theater was built. According to him, it isn't surprising that few people remember. In fact, part of their goal tonight was to bring the King in Yellow to a wider audience. The Historical Society may have kept records pertaining to this earlier production, especially if it was followed by events similar to what has occurred tonight. Perhaps you can find some newspaper clippings or other articles describing what happened in the past. After you put entry hall into play during setup, put 2 clues on it. Entry hall's down here, so we'll put 2 clues on it. Okay. Setup. A bunch of this stuff. Alright. Okay, so it's just asking to gather stuff from the Midnight Mask encounter set. Got it. Randomly choose one ground floor historical society location, one second floor historical location, and one third floor historical location. Remove these locations from the game without looking at the revealed sides. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Remove that one, and remove that one. Okay. Put the following locations into play. Entry hall, both copies of Quiet Halls, and the remaining 6 historical society locations. Okay. Done. All right, set the following cards aside. That's fine. Based on the number of players in the game, if there are 2 players, which we technically are, search the gather encounter sets for 1 copy of Seeker of Carcosa spawning at the 3rd floor Historical Society location. So it'll be this one. All right, let me search for one of those guys. Seeker of Carcosa. At the end of the Mythos phase, move 1 clue to the Seeker from the Seeker of Carcosa location to Seeker Carcosa. If you cannot place 1 Doom instead. Got it. All right, and that is it. So spawn it on the at a 3rd floor historical society. All right, and then when you do, I think it says it here. A little confused here. 1 second. I could have swore you. Oh yeah, that's where it says it. When an enemy spawns at this location, reveal this location. And an unadorned wooden door leads to one of the 3rd floor rooms used by Historical Society. So it'll be this one. And while investigators at this location controls Mr. Peabody, this location gets -2 Shroud. This is Peabody's office. This office must belong to somebody important within the Historical Society. Got it. Also, was it? Okay, it's at end of Mythos phase. He'll do this. He's also aloof. Alright, actually I'll read the other stats, I apologize. 2 fight, 3 health, 2 evasion, and it just does 1 horror. Essentially, they're just pests that are going to be trying to progress their agenda. Check campaign if you fled the dinner party and you arrive at the Historical Society with time to spare. Did we put that down? It was the first one, right? We did not. Okay, noted. Alright, so if we had fled instead of burning it down, we would actually get an additional action at the first turn. Okay, cool. Everything else is taken care of. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Zoom in. Sorry for all the zoom in stuff. The truth is hidden. Surprisingly, the front doors of the Historical Society's Gregorian Georgian manor are cracked halfway open when you arrive. Who else could be here at this hour? Skip the place 1 doom on the current agenda step of the mythos phase. After 1 or more clues are placed on the enemy play, flip those clues to their doom side. Race for answers. Each of the Historical Society's many rooms contains records and documents that may aid you in your search for answers about the King in Yellow. There must be something here that can guide you toward the truth. Skulls are -X, where X is the highest number of doom on an enemy in play, and then cultists are -2. If you fail, place 1 doom on the nearest enemy. We don't have tablets or elder things, but they are also -2s, and they cause discarding random, and there's also, if you fail and there's an enemy, you take a horror. Alright, so with all that said and done, we do start in the entry hall. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Draw our mulligan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the manual dexterity. And draw everything else. And overpower. Okay. And then for you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's get rid of the let me handle this. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the vicious blow as well. I'm going to keep the weapons and the spectral razor. Okay. This is actually kind of a good start. Because the biggest issue here is this guy's going to grab clues and he's super far away. It would take all of our moves to get up there, but with the shortcut, I can get Zoe up there in time to try to kill him. It'll be still a long shot, and more than likely, my track record so far would probably result in it being an auto fail. In any case, entry hall is connected to each other ground floor location. Got it. A long, warm hall and 2 grand staircases greet you as you enter the manor house of Arkham's Historical Society. All right. You can resign, you flee, leaving the mysteries of the past to the mysterious cultist. Good to know. Also, both sides, it's based on number of players or number of investigators. So 4 doom to advance, 4 clues to advance. All right. So first things first, shortcut. I'm going to send you up this way. Quiet halls. Quiet halls is connected to each second floor location. Other than the creaking of the wooden floor beneath your feet steps, the manor is eerily silent. All right. Action: if each location in play is revealed and there are no clues on the locations in play, place clues on the quiet halls from the token bank. So if there's, for whatever reason, you run out of clues, you have that option. All right, next, I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 to do preposterous sketches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Then I'm going to go ahead and investigate using deduction. This location is just 2, so it's going to be 5 to 2. Pass. Get 2 clues. And then my last action, I'm going to move over to someplace else. As far as I can tell, yeah, all these say the same thing. All right. Each enemy at this location gets +1 fight and +1 evade. This is the record office. This confined room contains numerous files that might have been helpful in your to your investigation were it not for the thick, awful sludge filling the file cabinet drawers. Ew. All right, Zoe. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to move 2 spaces. I'm going to go first to the quiet halls here. Again, same stuff. And same stuff here. You can get, you can add clues here. And then, so that's 1, and then 2 is here. And this guy's aloof, but I have an action that will allow me to auto-engage using the Spectral Razor. So I'm going to spin 2 and throw myself at him. So he's going to engage. I will get a resource for that. And I am 8 to 2, and he is non-elite, so he'll do 3 damage. Okay, Cultist. Is that -2? Yes. Okay, and we kill him. Okay. Had no time to set up, but that's okay. No enemies. Upkeep. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Mythos. You don't add Doom in this step, so we're just going to draw. I'll shuffle again, just in case. Draw. Peril, you must decide. Place 1 of your clues on a cultist enemy. Place 1 Doom on the current agenda. This effect may cause the current agenda to advance. I will just test to will that. So I'll go ahead and guts it. So this will be 6 to 3. Never mind. There are no cultist enemies, so it's just going to put 1 Doom on the agenda. Alright, cultist. Any empty location after Afterlife enters play, place 1 Doom on him. Alright. Any empty location. We'll just put you, I don't know, right here. I think that's a fair place. Alright, let's go with Zoe first. Or not Zoe. Min. We'll go Min first. I'm going to go ahead and do a deduction and investigate. So 5 to 2. Go to hell. Alright. Investigate. You are kidding me. I've had 3 auto fails in 2 turns. Okay. Go to hell. Alright. Because I think I'm just checking something. Yeah, it doesn't matter how fast I click, it will switch. It's just I somehow got to, you know, 1 out of 17 twice in a row. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move. Oh, actually, sorry, I want to go ahead and get out my Enchanted Blade. Then I'll move. He'll engage. I'll get a resource for that. And then I'll fight him. I am 5 to 3. That's now going to do 2 damage, which is overkill. And that is it for this round. Unfortunately, a very terrible round. I should be advancing right now, but literally everything went wrong. Alright, enemy phase, no enemies. I'll go upkeep. Upkeep. Alright. I need the wolf mask as soon as possible for Zoe. Because if she draws her enemy weakness, it's going to be a problem. Alright, hidden card. Lightning bolt abilities. Okay, that's fine. She doesn't have any. At least not yet. Place Doom on the nearest cultist enemy. If there are no cultist enemies, search the encounter deck and discard pile for cultist enemy and draw it. Shuffle the encounter deck. Okay. Sure, we can do that. Let's search this thing. Let's get rid of... You're a cultist, right? Yes, you are. So I'm picking the beefy ones. This will spawn in an empty Historical Society location, which is this one. And then we'll get started. I'll have Zoe go first. I'm going to move up. I'm going to spend an action to engage. Get a resource for that. And then I'm going to spend 2 resources. I'm going to go ahead and just use it from my stick to the plane. 1-2 punch. So first attack, I am currently 5 to 2. Skull is what, -1? Or sorry, -0 right now. Okay. So 1 damage. And the second one's going to be 6 to 3, or 6 to 2. And that kills him. Okay. Zoe's putting in work in the third floor up there. Min, what are you doing? All right, let's we'll investigate. I'm going to go ahead and use Eureka. Success. We got the clue. Top 3. Oh, look at this top 3. Glad I did that. All right. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Hopefully that's good enough. I'll go ahead and advance the agenda. Or, sorry, the act. All right. Late night studies. You find a record kept by one of the Society's historians pertaining to the dreadful events surrounding the closing of an old theater in Arkham, the Cedar Playhouse. Though there is no explicit mention of the King in Yellow, you believe you are on the right track. The historian's notes are cut short, and there is a faded handwritten page clipped to the final entry. This matter is too ghastly for the public eye. I am placing the remainder of this record in the hidden library. All further inquiries should be done away from prying eyes, for this is a dangerous matter and not one to be researched lightly. For each revealed historical society location, add 2 clues to it to a maximum of its clue value. So 4, and then this will get 2. Okay. Act 2. Mistakes of the past. Somewhere in the manor is a hidden library where you might be able to find more information about the King in Yellow. You must find a way in if you are to continue your investigation. Okie dokie. I still have actions remaining. Sure, I'll go ahead and keep investigating here. Why not? So, investigate, success, and investigate. Success. I don't know if any of these locations actually have victory or not. I don't remember. It's been a while. That is everybody. Investigation, enemy, no enemy, upkeep. Okay. Okay, still safe. Mythos, we don't add anything to that. Wizard of the Order, any empty location, retaliate. At the end of the Mythos phase, it's going to get 1 doom. So we'll put 1 doom on it. Hey Zoe, you got another thing to play with. Terror Surge. If you have at least 3 horror on this, lose 1 action. Descend into madness. She froze and her throat clenched. Her eyes began to water. Her vision spiraled and blurred. Then at long last she finally understood. Revealed location with the most clues. That's over here. After it enters play, move 1 clue to the Fanatic. And I get a resource. Okay. Not terrible. Okay, we can make this work. All right. I want to go ahead and start with Zoe first. We'll attack the cultist that the Fanatic we're dealing with. Also, is there anything for this one? Nope, no flavor text. Actually, yeah, we fought these guys before in the first campaign. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use a charge. So this is going to be a 6 to 3, and I do 2 damage. Okay. Take the clue. Kill the guy. Yeah, it's -2 for that one. If you fail, you put doom on things. Then I'm going to go ahead and move. Say hi to you. Engage. +1 resource, and then I'm going to hit you. Again, 6 to, in this case, 6 to 4 and with +1 damage. Okay, dealt with you. All right, good work, Zoe. You're keeping busy. All right, still in the investigation phase. I need Min to go look around some more. So I'm going to move 2 spaces. Let's check the other downstairs. While investigating this location, your book cannot be increased. Most of the objects on display here are from the early 18th century, spanning Arkham's colonization and early history. I'll go ahead and investigate. I can't... actually, before I investigate, I'll spend 2 resources to go ahead and get Laboratory Assistant up. And I'll draw 2 cards. Okay, I can work with that. No enemies, go to upkeep. Okay, good to go on that front. Upkeep. Oh, good, Zoe's cross. Mythos, nothing gets added. Any empty historical, yeah, so we'll send you up here. And at the end of the Mythos phase, it's going to move 1 clue from Seeker of Chaos location to Seeker of Chaos. And then this thing says if you ever move clues to an enemy in play, it flips to their doom side. So we will flip it to their doom side, like so. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and draw your card next. Each cultist enemy in play, move one clue from that enemy location to that enemy. Until the end of the round, each cultist and enemy in play get +1 fight for each clue and or doom on it. If no clues are moved by this effect, you get surge. Well, there is a cultist. Goes to there. Okay. He's now 3 fights, which is not... sorry, he's 4 fight now, which is not the end of the world. Okay, let's go ahead and start with Zoe. Move, engage. Get a resource, spend 2 resources to do 1/2 punch. So currently I am 5 to 4. Let's go ahead and make that 7 to 4. That's a success. It's -2. Yeah, on the highest on the enemy in play. So that does hit. All right, next it's going to be 6 to 4. And that's another success. That does kill him. Now it's move, engage, and use a card. All right. Men. I can't buff my card, but that's fine. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to spend 3 resources to put, or 2 resources to put out Dream Diary. And then I'll do this. So 4 to 2. Success. Clue. Advance. All right. Secret passageways. As you rummage through a desk drawer, you are startled when you hear a voice behind you. Excuse me, can I help you? You're relieved to find the voice belonging to a thin, elderly man wearing wide-rimmed glasses, a member of historical society, no doubt. You explain to him that you are searching for a hidden library somewhere in the manor, though you purposely leave out why. He introduces himself as Mr. Peabody, the historical society's creator. I'll help you find what you are looking for, he explains, but only if you tell me what this is all about once we get there. You hope it doesn't have to come to that. For each revealed location, add clues to it. Choose an investigator to take control of the set-aside Mr. Peabody asset to put the set-aside hidden library location into play. Alright, Mr. Peabody. Huh. Exhaust him, choose location. Until Mr. Peabody readies, that location gets -1 shroud and gains the passageway trait. This building contains many secrets. I will show you some, but even I don't know them all. I'm kind of okay with giving this to Minty Fan because she's the one kind of doing this right now. She does, unfortunately, he does take a slot. And I need to keep him alive. So, let's do that. And then we get the, where is it at? Hidden library. While an enemy is moving, hidden library gains passageway trait. Most of the researchers in the Historical Society don't even know of this library's existence. What terrible truths could it be hiding? Okay. The Oath. This building is very old and filled with all manner... Oh, actually, did I do the other thing? I did not put back the clues. We don't need to... we don't think we need to worry about King's Edict anymore. Yeah, we don't need to. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's all taken care of. All right. The Oath. This building is very old and filled with all manners of secret passages, Mr. Peabody explains. Perhaps one of them will lead to this library you're looking for. Locations with passageway trait are connected to one another. Only investigators in the hidden library may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. Okay. Choose a location until he readies that location. Gets -1 shroud and passageway. So with that, we can get access to this thing. But apparently, we also need clues. So let's keep on getting clues then. I'm going to go ahead and Eureka and try to gather another clue. Oh, actually, sorry, I can't. Well, I can play it, but it wouldn't I wouldn't get the buff from it, but I would still get the 3 cards. But I won't worry about it. Investigate. Boop. Good to go. 1 clue. And that's everybody. No enemies. Upkeep. 6, 7, 8. We're good on that front. Upkeep. Flesh Ward. That's perfect. Assuming I can get a turn to actually play it. Mythos. Nothing gets added. Yep. Skip that phase. If there's a cultist enemy in play with Doom on it, move all Doom from this cultist to the current agenda. If there are no cultist enemies in play with Doom on them, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and draw it. Shuffle the encounter deck. Was it? And discard pile. I'll just go through the discard. Let's grab an Acolyte. That's a cultist. And we'll just put you over there, where you belong. Alright, and then you get a hidden card. Secretly add whispers in the head. Cannot play events. It's actually not the biggest deal right now, because all my events are just in stick to the plan right now. Alright, so this is what we're going to do with Zoe. Zoe's going to spend 1 resource. Get out the cross. Spend 3 resources. Get out the Flesh Ward. I'm trying to think here. That was with the axe. Okay. I was trying to remember if I had a situation where I had multiple enchanted blades and a Flesh Ward, because I can't do all of them. It's not a big deal, but it's something to be aware of in the future. Alright, then I'm going to move. Engage this guy. He's going to give me 1 resource, and then I'm going to spend 1 resource and exhaust the cross to do 1 damage to it and kill him. Alright. We've been keeping busy there. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and get the clue here. And then I'm going to go ahead and move to 2nd floor and see what that place has got. Alright. That is, yeah, that's everybody. Quick and easy. Upkeep. I need to discard a card. I can't discard the hidden card. Let's discard Preposterous Sketches. Oh, good. Wolf Mask. Okay, now Zoe's safe. Mythos. Also, I should have drawn Essence of Dream, so I need to discard another card. I will discard... I'm going to discard Rise to the Occasion. Okay, now draw. Again, in this nonsense, I have to put a Doom on the current agenda. If you have no clues, it gets Surge. Okay. So that's false lead. What would happen is you have the choice. You would have to do a book 4 test, and every point you fail by, you put a clue down. It's really annoying. All right, Fanatic. Reveal the location with the most clues, which is over here. And it gets a clue. All right. Oh, I messed up earlier. I did mess up earlier. I'm going to take back a clue. Oh my god, I messed up so bad. When the clue moved, it should have turned into a Doom on the last one we fought. Give me a moment. Okay, so what would have happened? Thankfully, it didn't mess up too much. What would have resulted is I would need to do 1 more investigate. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. It would have been at the Historical Society, because it still would. What would happen was it would have taken 2 clues from the Historical Society to actually advance the first time, or the second time rather, and that would still refresh back to full. So the only mistake was not taking the action I needed to take. So instead of also getting all the way back to the Quiet Halls, I would be at the Entry Hall instead. Okay, that's fixed. We have you spawned. We're good to go. And it was after this that surged. Okay. thankfully, I looked over the footage. Yeah, so I did the skill test to make sure the investigate worked, and then if it hadn't worked, I would just move back one more step and be good to go. All right. So with all that said, let's get to work. Let's go say hi to the fanatic here. It's going to engage. I'll gain a resource and then spend it on the Zoe Cross to do 1 damage. Then punch him 5 to 3. And he's dead. All right. Then I'm going to spend a resource to give myself a wolf mask. And that's all my actions. 1 to move, 1 to attack, 1 to play the wolf mask. All right. Men. 1, 2. Let's say hi to this location. After you successfully investigate this location, take 2 horror, discover 1 clue at this location, limit once per round. Luckily, you don't have to do it. The sheer number of books in the Historical Society's library is overwhelming. Even if you had weeks to spend researching, you couldn't hope to sort through all of them. All right. Gains -1 shroud and gains the other thing. Okay. So I think we're just still. We still need to go to the. Yeah, we have to get to the hidden library. While the enemy's moving. Okay, I understand now. It doesn't have to be the location you're at. Mr. Peabody just has to say that location. Got it. Well, in that case, I will go ahead and investigate this location. I'm in not any particular rush, so I'll go ahead and just investigate. So 4 to 3. I'll go ahead and use Eureka. Actually, I'll just use Perception. Actually, we'll use Eureka. Why not? So 5 to 3. That's a pass. Top 3. Sure. We'll take the magnifying glass. Shuffle, shuffle. Oop. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Get a clue. And I'll fast out the magnifying glass. There you go. And remember, fast does not equal lightning bolt. Okay, that's everybody. Goes to enemy phase, no enemies. Upkeep. Upkeep. Okay, still good to go. Mythos. You must either spend 1 clue or take 2 damage. I'm fine with spending a clue. Can't move more than once each turn. Okay, I'll start with Zoe. I'm going to spend 2 actions to discard this one. Because I'm going to need it eventually. Then I'm also going to go ahead and spend 3 resources to get out my other enchanted. I can't do both. I just told myself that. Let's spend 2 to go ahead and play Safeguard. For Minty Fan, I'm going to go ahead and investigate this location. So 6 to 3. Success. Get a clue. Draw a card. Okay, we got a shortcut. I'm going to go ahead and investigate again. I'm going to use Perception. Okay, get a clue. Draw a card. And then last action, I'm going to go ahead and investigate. We can do what? 4 to 3 here. Let's do yeah, we'll do 4 to 3. Or not 4 to 3, but this would have been 8 to 3. But it fails with the autofail, so no big deal there. All right, that's everybody. Let's go ahead and go to enemies, upkeep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good times. Upkeep. All right. Let's Mythos. Spend a clue. Sure. Oh yeah, I didn't read this. Hunting Shadow. Shadowy figure follows you in the rain. When you look at it, your head pounds in agony and your vision blurs. And then you. Locked door. Lock with the most clues without a locked door, so it'll be up here. Alright, you can either pick the lock or break it down, which we don't really care about either. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and investigate this location one more time. I will get this card, by the way. Well, first, I'm going to go ahead and get out the punch formula. Then we'll investigate. I'm going to go ahead and use the Essence of Dream again. Got it. Alright, we have 3 clues? 4 clues, because of stack. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use a shortcut, and then move to get over here. While investigating this location, you can't be increased. Got it. Oh, they're similar names. Historical Library, Historical Museum. Okay. Good times. Alright, let's go ahead and go with Zoe. Zoe's going to move. And then second action, I'm going to get rid of the event penalty. Okay. Upkeep. Good to go. Upkeep. 16 cards. 2 of those are weaknesses. Alright, Mythos. This will get Surge? Yeah, this will get Surge. Then this will spawn a cultist and all that good stuff. I can pick the discard pile. Yes, I can. So I will pick the discard pile. Let's take, I don't know, this Acolyte. I don't know, we can just put it, I don't know, over here. When an enemy spawns at this location, reveal this location. After you successfully investigate this location, take 2 horror, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's all pretty straightforward here. Okay, in that case, let's, was that everybody? No, that was just her turn. Let's do hers. Acolyte, any empty location. We can do that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move with Zoe, which will engage this. Gain a resource, spend a resource, use Zoe Cross, kill it. Second, move. Gain a resource. These are all connected apparently with all the passageways. And then we're going to go ahead and attack it. So 5 to 3. Success. Alright, keeping busy. Next, we're going to go ahead and investigate this location, 4 to 2. And get our Essence of Dream again. Pass. Pass. And then I'm going to exhaust this guy. And I choose the library to become a passageway. Okay. Goes to enemy phase, no enemies, upkeep. Overzealous, it's going to surge on me. If you have no clues, alright, I get to do a 4 test. It's only while investigating, so I can buff myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I'll go ahead and use Essence of Dreams, and I'll make it 6 to 4. I'm not sure if you have at least 8 cards in your hand, it becomes, I think with a full hand. So I had 8 in my hand, so it's actually 4, so it's 8 to 4. Okay, passed, and then it surges. And I have to either put a Doom in the current agenda or other nonsense. I'm going to go ahead and do a test of will. So this will be 4 to 3. I'm going to use, I'm going to go ahead and use True Understanding to make that, oh, actually I can't. This is just going to be 4 to 3 then. And that's going to put a Doom on the nearest enemy. There are no enemies. But I still have to pick this option, so I will put a Doom on the agenda. Go team. Alright, that was the upkeep. Okay, Beat Cop. Mythos. Reveal location with the most clues. And then for you, searches. Locked door. Okay. Let's go with men first. I need to get to a passageway, so I'm going to go ahead and move all the way to here. And then move all the way to here. Most researchers, yeah, we already know about this. Oh, there's stuff here. I could have got all the clues here. Okay. while an enemy's moving, it's all the hidden library against passageway trade. This just ensures that you can't just hide in here. The space was a small reading room carpeted with cobwebs and dust. Filled bookshelves lined the walls, but a few books lay scattered on the floor as though their readers had abandoned them in a hurry. Lisa Farwell, the investigators of Arkham Horror. Okay, victory 2. I think we know where we need to go. Okay. So also this is supposed to stay exhausted. So this location also is at 3 Shroud because of the -1 and gains passageway. Okay. Yep, got all that. Okay. So we'll go ahead and I have to kill this guy or else it's going to advance. So I'll go ahead and move Zoe. And then I'll fight him. I'm just going to use the cross to do 1 damage and then punch for 5 to 3. That's -1. Yep. So that kills it. And then I'm going to go ahead and move to join her in the hidden library. Okay. Mythos investigation enemy phase. Oh, actually, I can reapply the. Oh, actually, she can't get there. Never mind. Because Mr. Peabody readied, and I didn't reapply the passageway. Which is fine. I'm just going to go ahead and then instead pay 4 to play Beat Cop. That should put us in decent shape. Okay, no enemies. Upkeep. Upkeep. Alright. Mythos. Draw. Spend a clue. Okay. Heading card. Can't commit skills. Okay. Alright. So first, Minty Fan will go ahead and make this a passageway. And then I'm going to investigate this location. Also get this. I'm currently 5 to 3, thanks to the magnifying glass. So that's a pass. And one more time. That's a pass. So with that, we can get two of the clues. Alright, Zoe will go next. Zoe will move. And join her, because now this is an open passageway. She's going to go ahead and investigate. Right now she's 2 to 3. Minty Fan will go ahead and commit a Essence of Dream to make that into a what do you call it? Actually, let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. Okay. I believe cards are in your hand until they're discarded. So this means I'm just making sure I had 8 cards in my hand even as I'm committing the Essence of Dreams. So this makes it 6 to 3. Success. Have a clue. Right, and then for her last action, she's going to go ahead and just play. You can't, but other people can. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and use emergency cash, so +3 resources. Boop. Okay. Also, I think I had 2. Oh no, that was from the Stick the Plan. That's right. Okay. Now I'll have to discard cards soon. Okay, that is it for Mythos. Enemy phase, no enemies. Go to Upkeep. 8 cards, and then Upkeep. We'll discard the backpack. Okay. Mythos. We're holding our own for now. If there are no cultists in play with Doom, search the counter deck and discard pile for a cultist and draw it. Okay. Reveal location with the most clues. It's a tie, actually. You know what? Fanatic can actually help us. Move this and turn it into a doom for us, please. Okay, and then you. Most clues. Well, now you're just being annoying. Alright, well, the good news is this hunter will trigger. Bad news is everything else about this. This should engage somebody. I'll have it engaged men. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. So you have, what, 4 health? Okay. Men, I'm going to have you use the solution here. So it'll be 6 to 3. I'm also going to go ahead and commit, I'll commit an overpower. Because I can. Actually, I'll commit a true understanding. Oh, wait, no, that's not an ability on the card. Never mind. Yeah, I'll do overpower. So that makes it, also this goes in my hand. This will go, what was it, 8 to 3? Pass. I'll get the draw card. Discard you. I'm going to go ahead and use Mr. Peabody to go ahead and put passageway back on this. Also, I did make a mistake. I was doing test versus 3 when it should have been 4. It still was a pass for Zoe because I provided 4 symbols, making her all the way up to 6. Alright, besides that, I am going to go ahead and investigate this location. I'm going to use nothing, so we'll just go 5 to 3 now. Get a clue. We have enough clues to advance, but I'm not going to spend the clues yet, because we have things to do. Alright. Then it goes to Zoe. The passageways are open, so I am going to go ahead and move and say hi to this fella. Okay, engage. Gain a resource, spend a resource. Zoe, do a damage. This thing is not a cultist. Or sorry, not an elite. So I will go ahead and just spend... Actually, I'll just do an attack. I'll use the sword and a charge and vicious blow. I can't commit skill cards. Never mind. Give me back that charge. Instead, I am going to go ahead and spend 2 and do spectral razor. 9 to 4. Success does 3 damage because it's non-elite, and so that is it for you. Yay, victory! Last action. Because I moved and then used a card, I'll just gain a resource. Okay. Let's go enemy upkeep. Upkeep. Okay, good to go there. I need to discard cards. This card. Lucky. And the other lucky. Actually, yeah, the other lucky. That puts us at 8. Okay. Go to Mythos. Acolyte. Spend a clue or take 2 damage. I'll spend the clue. So that card is pretty much why you have the option to get clues out of the Quiet Halls, because otherwise it can become impossible. All right. The thing is I can stick around and beat up what's his face, and I kind of want to do that. So let's spend an action to beat up somebody. So I'm going to draw a card. Spend an action to draw a card. And I'll go ahead and spend 2 resources to get out Analytical Mind. And then that'll be it on that front. And then we'll go Zoe. Zoe will move down. Use the thing to kill it. And I'm going to go ahead and, that was move, do that. I'm going to go ahead and spend a resource, or actually I'll do this opportunity to go ahead and use 2 skills, or 2 actions to go ahead and discard this. Done. Alright. Upkeep. Draw. I need to discard. Let's discard Rise to the Occasion and Laboratory Assistant. Upkeep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Mythos. Draw. Sure, take a clue. Draw. Can't play events. Okay. Men, spend an action, draw a card. Well, that's king in yellow. We'll go ahead and discard the magnifying glass and put that out. Draw a card. There you are. The man in the pallid mask. Location farthest from all investigators. All passageways are connected. So down here probably is the furthest away. 1, 2, 3. So for Zoe, I'm going to go ahead and just move you down there. I'll have you probably beat him up with violence. 1, 2, 3. Oh, also, for last action for men, I should have finished our turn. I apologize. I'll just do Essence and Dreams and... yeah, I'll go ahead and investigate this location. So I'm currently I'm 4 to 4 right now. It's going to be 8 to 4. And unfortunately, that's going to be... Oh, actually, then I can't commit it. Never mind, so I'll be 4 to 4. We passed. I'm actually surprised. Okay. So yeah, at this point, I have 2 victory from this. I'm ready to commit this, but I want to beat up the mask guy at least once. So, enemy phase, upkeep. This, of course, is going to be True Understanding. Okay, I'll discard True Understanding, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have plenty of things to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I should have discarded something last round. I apologize. We'll discard Stand Together because we don't need it. All right, upkeep. Okay, that's fine. I'll need to discard another card. Let me handle this because she can't play events right now anyway. Mythos. No cultists in play, so this is going to surge. We'll put a cultist into play now. Oh yeah, the Doom. Oh, we got an Acolyte in here. Boop. We'll just put you there for now. All right, and you. Surges, and you. Cultist. Place any anti-historical society aloof. I guess we can put you up here, I guess. All right. So next. All right, we'll go ahead and deal with the man in the pallid mask. I'm going to engage him. I'll gain a resource, use the resource to do 1 damage to it. That's actually the wrong icon, by the way. This one. All right, and then I'll go ahead and use a charge from here. So I'm 7 to 4. And that takes him out. All right, he is defeated. All right, I don't want to get greedy. I could try to cycle through the deck again. I can pretty much keep this going for quite a while, and I'm not going to do that. I still have an action remaining. And, I mean, there's no way I'm going to be able to stop all of this. So we'll not worry about it. So I'll just move over here, have you engage. Actually, I'm not going to bother engaging. We'll just go this way. We'll just stay here and hang out. Gain resource. Actually, I will spend a resource, and I can't play events. Never mind. So, men, I'm going to go ahead and just spend the clues here as a group. So what? We have, 8 in here? Yep. There you go. 2 clues. Advance. Alright, the clasp. As you study the hidden library, you find a few pieces of information that stand out. As with the recent production, the previous performance of The King in Yellow came to Arkham from overseas and was performed by a French acting troupe. You don't recognize any of the cast members' names, and of course, the actor who played the role of the stranger is anonymous. However, it seems that a member of the Historical Society has done some of the work for you. There are several old newspaper clippings gathered together along with information about the play. Headlines include Cedar Playhouse closes due to fire, experts baffled over freak floods, and the like. Hidden among this information, you also find a strange object, a clasp of onyx with an alien inscription. We can either do this is an important discovery, we should take it. It's just a silly trinket, and it would be wrong to steal from the Historical Society, leave it behind. Don't remember which does which. Also, we now have 4 chasing the strangers. Which one do we want? I don't think we should take it. I think we should, I think it's a silly trinket. Oh no, that's doubt, isn't it? So conviction would probably be R1. Yes, it is. Good. I guessed right. Yes. Gotta stick to the convictions and murder people. There are coincidences that when it comes to the King in Yellow, there is no doubt in there are no coincidences when it comes to the King in Yellow. There is no doubt in your mind that the object you've found is important. You decide to take it with you before continuing your investigation. The last record you find related to the original production of The King in Yellow is a psychiatric evaluation of one Daniel Chesterfield, a stagehand who lost his wits after the final show. It seems he was admitted to the asylum after the production ended. Perhaps he is still there. So, record that you took the onyx clasp. Sorry, pronunciation is difficult for me. Mark 1 conviction in the campaign log. For the remainder of the campaign, one investigator must include the clasp of black onyx weakness in their deck. This card does not count toward that investigator's deck size. And then we get victory. And we only got 3. Alright, and if Sebastian Moreau, Savage Hysteria, is in the victory display, okay, you just note that you slayed him this time. And again, we get 2 cultists. So we're staying pretty consistent here. So another conviction. Got that clasp. Yo. Alright, and we need to grab the clasp, which is over here. Clasp of black onyx. So I think there was more victory if you actually let them actually progress, but we didn't let them. We stopped them every time. Just to know, the check for advancing is always at the beginning of the Mythos phase. So when it spawned all those enemies and converted clues and all that junk, it won't actually progress it. While the Clasp of Onyx is in your hand, increase the cost of each other card in your hand by 1. This is actually probably better in Min's deck. I don't exactly want to bloat Min's deck, but honestly, she doesn't rely on items and assets, so her playing this is actually pretty good. So not the end of the world there. Alright, so 3 experience. What can we do with 3 experience? We can do a few things. We obviously still need to keep working on the Runic Axe here. But at this point, there's not really anything I want to fill out except for the higher ones, and so we could do one of those. Also, I keep forgetting about Inscription in the Hunt. I think I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually, I didn't have the axe out in the first place, so it didn't matter. Okay, 3 experience. Upgrading the swords, the enchanted blades would cost 3. Upgrading vicious blow. If we upgrade 2 vicious blows, that would cost 1 each. We can also upgrade. We already upgraded the B cops, which I didn't even bother using the ability. I could have used the ability on that. I could have engaged and then just done a damage to it with B cop. That would have killed it. It still wouldn't have mattered. Actually, it would have mattered. It would have prevented the agenda from advancing if we had kept on going. Yeah, give me a moment. I'm going to look over what my options are. All right, here's the plan for Zoe. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the Prepared for the Worst to its level 2, which will cost 1 experience thanks to Down the Rabbit Hole. And then same thing for the Emergency Cache. It'll go up to level 2, which will cost 1 experience. So essentially, the upgraded form of Mercy Cash will include a card draw for along with the 3 resources, and then Prepared for the Worst will now cost 0 instead of 1. And if you find a weapon through the top 9, you can also play it immediately if you have the resource cost. So, and those of course will be tied completely to the stick to the plan thing here. So delete those. So that was 1 and 1, leaving you with 1 experience left. All right, and then for men, we're going to go a bit crazy here. I'm going to replace the manual dexterities because honestly, since now I can actually beat up things with Strange Solution, I don't really need it that badly. So we're going to replace both manual dexterities with Sharp Vision. These each cost 1 experience. And while it's committed during a basic investigate, it gains 2 book, so it becomes a 3 book. And if if you're successful by 2 or more, you get 1 additional clue at this location. So this will help with our tempo. And then the last crazy thing, so that cost me 1 experience each. So I have 1 experience remaining. And Myriad cards, if you remember, you only have to pay the cost once for all 3 cards. So I'm paying 1 experience to get all 3 segments of Onyx. I'm going to go ahead and replace both Luckies because I don't really need them in easy difficulty. And also I'm going to go ahead and replace the Magnifying Glass. Magnifying Glass is good. It helps with investigating, but to be honest, if I can get more excuses to commit cards, I think I should do that. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of Magnifying Glass and get these segments of Onyx. And since I'm cycling through the deck so fast, I'm hoping I'll be able to finally show off this Pendant of the Queen, which will hopefully show off some fun stuff you can do with that. I've actually never used it before, so I'm also looking forward to it. It can also be used to auto-evade enemies, so that's even more reasons that we don't actually need the manual dexterities anymore. All right, so with that, we can go ahead and discard this because we don't need it. We also don't need him anymore. That's wrong place. Should be over there. Go here, here, here. So the only thing I'm wanting to show here is how big has the deck gotten. It's up to 35 now. That's not too bad. It added 2 more cards. That's essentially what happened there. So far, we've beaten up the Man in the Pallet Basket at least once every scenario so far. I'm hoping to keep that up if we can. So, both these decks have been really impressive. I really like this. I've never, like I mentioned in the past, this is the first time I've played Men, and I do like the kit. It definitely has a little struggle in the beginning because you don't have any of the punchy formulas yet, but everything else just kind of flows together really nice. All right, so with all that, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I am the Depressed Dior. This was Arkham Horror, the card game, the Path of Carcosa, the Echoes of the Past, and next we'll be doing the Unspeakable Oath. So I'll see you guys next time.